Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Richmond.
On first down, Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Hey, check 24. Watch 2 jet.
On second down, here's Watson. Forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
Down! Blue 80! Tiger! Come back! Let's get that ball, Richmond!
Watson just beating the play clock. Escaping. The ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Carr. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll run it now. Out we go. And take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Get down, get down. You ready?
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
Now, you ready?
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
What are you doing? You can't get past me. All day, baby, all day. Monday down. Hey, later two. Check 3, check 3. Check.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Down. You ready?
Carr now on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Minka Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the 1st-round pick out of Alabama.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. On the give, this is the fullback. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Okay, Cole, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
Go Chief! 6-18!
Rolling on first down is Carr. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. And they'll run it here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. And they'll let the quarterback try and push the play. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. On first down, Carr. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete? What happened?
In film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor say, hey, we need to get a product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft. That's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where we're going to be and what do we need to get. And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Here's Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Black 22! Black 22! Tiger, Tiger, Tiger! Come back, come back!
Watson now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. Only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, Purdue! Low!
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And this one's incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And now it's 3rd down. And not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 26-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Carr. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Down! 180!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking out extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
Here, back to the 2. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the kick by Gonzalez, he is good. And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Now, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On 1st and 10, Watson eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Black 22!
On 3rd down, that's Mack. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, you get to the half. What adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
This is taken at the 15. Negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Hey, we got four. We got four down.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On second down, here's Carr. Underneath to his running back, complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yo, Chief.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Going deep here for Bryant. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So a line of scrimmage still with 39 on 2nd and 10.
White. It's up.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. With the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they'll go to the ground attack here. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Four down. Check.
Ain't no way.
That call, playing on 2nd down. And this is called by Martavis Bryant. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
OP.
Carr now on 1st down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
Four down.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Wait. Switch.
He'll give it up the middle. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third and goal. That's hard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will make our score 9-0. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll stay on the ground. Launch again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Get set. 185. You're mine. 734. White. Low.
Throwing on 1st down. Carr. He's going to dump this one out to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Low.
To throw, it's Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. From the gun, it's caught. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Express.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Setting a safety valve here. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Back now in Miami. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They come out here to the eye. Card out a throw. Flushed out right. And that's the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door jar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The drive will commence with a run by Barrage. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Second is Watson. And stays over the middle. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. It's taken down. Back at his own 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Miami. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe... you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Here's Carter throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
White. Good set.
Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. And he slings one that's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
It's a hit.
And they'll run it here. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, but they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Watson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
Richmond! Down!
Now Watson. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Go. 7:34.
Carter throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, a muddle in the middle of the field where you don't make a play on the football.
Escaping the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the 20-point they need. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and the receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
You got 4. You got 4.
On second down, here's Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal.
Edwards got 4.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'll be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, and able to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is no good. He missed it, and this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at the 20. And they'll go on the ground. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw on second down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Raekwon McMillan in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. To throw his Carr. Finds his man. Runs it over the middle. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 30. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll go out near now heads back on the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Come back!
Now it's Watson. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Hey, here we go. Set.
Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is. And what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for Oakland, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Miami, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today. We got to get better today. What I want to know is, who's ready to get better? I'm ready to work today. You ready to work? You ready to work? All right, then let's see it. Let's get out there and do it.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
you